Hey guys, welcome to Black Geek Cool. I'm your host Gershon, and today's video we're talking about Cloak Dagger, episode 2 and 3. First episode 2, I believe, is called Suicide Spirit or Suicide Spirits, and episode 3 is Shattered Glass. So episode 2 starts off. It's gonna be kind of a review recap. So episode 2 starts off with her. There's a crash, and you see the remnants of the crash glass where car. It's a bird cage. It's not a bird cage, but it looks like a bird cage on the ground. The episode was pretty good. It started to dove more into Tandy's separation anxiety and her not wanting to get close to anyone. Because throughout the episode, she finds out the guy that she stabbed that tried to rape her. So it makes sense for you to stab him. He might have died, or the assumption is he died, and they're investigating. He's at the hospital. They don't know how bad he is. I forget his name. The guy that helps her do scams and stuff and steals from the rich kids that she seduces. He lets her know this information. So their goal is to get her out of town. So she has to get all this money to pay for a new ID, new social security card. And dude, that's her partner. I forget his name. Man, I wish I remember his name, but he's helping her do this for two reasons. For one, he pretty much is in love with her. He wants to be with her. And two, that's his partner. So he understands that she's in trouble. He's trying to help her. But I feel so bad for this dude. He's going, bending over and backwards, helping her, giving up his money. And towards the end of the episode, my man's get pinched. And he's like, well, before that, he's like, hey, how about you let me take care of you? Let's be together. Let's run together. And she's like, look, she's so disconnected from people and so doesn't want to get hurt again. She can't see something that's good in front of her. Even though they're both criminals, but that's it. He's trying to be her boo. And it kind of felt bad for dude. He's trying to do the right thing by this girl. And she just so broken right now, she can't see it, and she runs away because that's what she's good at. She's good at running away from problems. But at the end of the episode, he gets pinched by the new detective lady they brought on, which she seems cool. At first, I thought she was like mute because this whole episode, I don't remember her talking. I remember her talking in the third episode, but I don't remember her talking in the second episode at all. So it was a little weird, but to find out she can talk, so that was cool. But he gets pinched by her. He calls Tandy. It's like, hey, I got pinched. I need your help. All my money. I gave you all my money. I got nothing. I need you to bail me out. You're the only person I know. And she kind of was like, sorry, I can't do anything. I got to get out of here. So I feel bad for him. Just fell in love with the wrong person, or at least fell in love with her at the wrong time. Maybe throughout the rest of the season, maybe she'll change and they rekindle, maybe. But on Tyrone's aspect, he is doing more investigating about the cop that he knows shot his brother, that he knows now does exist. So he's dealing with that pressure of trying to figure out if he should take revenge, and he goes to I guess it's one of the priests at his school and asks him about revenge, and like priest tell him this whole thing like, you have anger inside, you need to deal with that anger. But he's like, I'm not the one that made this anger, should not punish the people that gave me this anger. And the priest is kind of telling him like, that's not the road you should be going down. But Tyrone ain't hearing all that. He like, look, I know who made me this angry. I know I can get revenge on them. Shouldn't they be dealing with this instead of me? So he literally sets out a kind of a plot to get more information on this guy and eventually take this guy out. But in the process, he starts talking to this girl. I believe her name's Yvette. He starts talking to her, so you get a little romance for him going on, which continues into the third episode, and it really works. It seems genuine. They seem to really be falling for each other. I hope she's not a plant or find out she's working for somebody and do something later. But as of right now, she seems genuine and looks like a nice little romance they got blooming. But Tyrone eventually tracks the guy down, and he gets stuck in his... No, that was episode 1. He tracks him down. He's following him. He's telling him, trying to figure out where he goes and whatnot. But on all that, his father talks to him, and he's like, hey, what's going on with your basketball? You can't be doing that in school. Your coach, you need to talk to your coach. I need you to be more like your mother. Get a little insight on his mother. Find out that she didn't have all her stuff together before his brother died. But his brother dying made her get her life together and become more responsible, and became I think she's a senator or a senator's aide or like a mayor, one of those. I'm not 100% sure, but she's conducting business. She's all about business, and he's like, Tyrone, you need to be more like your mother. Just be focused. Then eventually Tyrone does track down the cop. We're gonna call him Scar for right now, because that's the only name I could go by, because I don't know his name. I don't think they've said his name. Yeah, I think you're just gonna call him Scar for right now. He does track him down. Somehow Tyrone got a gun. I don't remember where he got the gun from. Oh, I think he got it at his mom's safe. Yeah, he got it at his mom's safe. That brings up a whole bunch of other questions. But he tracks the cop down, and he's about to shoot him, and then he vanishes. So that leads into episode 3, when you find out that he vanished. He teleported, or is it called teleporting? I guess his part is teleportation or opening portals. But he ends up opening a portal right in front of Tandy while she's driving away out of town. Shoots at her, and it goes through the windshield, and she crashes. And that's from the scene from episode 2. The beginning of that kind of blends into episode 3. They have a little moment and they talk. And she's like, why are you trying to kill me? And why are we still here? And you're the kid from the beach. And again, they don't just stand there and talk to each other. Like, you guys clearly know you're connected. You remember a crazy event you know you're connected to. Why you haven't talked, especially when all these weird things of your power start to manifest. You don't talk about this? Like, hey, something going on with you? Yeah, because this is going on with me. But I digress. And then they do this storyline where they do the same event from 2 different perspectives, which I really like. The beginning of episode 3 is really good when they do that. It's awesome. You go from Tandy's first, where she has to get back home and trying to, she's on the run. She ends up getting back home, stitch herself up. The detective comes by the house and asks for her, and her mom actually covers for her for the first time. I mean, she seemed surprised that her mom did help her, but she did. She also ends up getting on a bus, leaving town, but she has clearly she has a concussion, so she starts to hallucinate. So before I continue on her, I'm gonna go switch over to Tyrone's. So Tyrone, after he shoots, he runs, goes home, and the next day he ends up going to church and kind of praying over stuff, trying to figure out what he should be doing, if this is what he should be doing. And he talks to Yvette. Yvette talks him into coming to see I believe it's her auntie, but she's like, because I forget, it's based in New Orleans, so they do bring in some New Orleans flair, some of their mythos in New Orleans and how they do stuff there, which I really like. I really like they introduced that into the location and used it, and it looked great. But that's where it really got a little weird for me. Like, I didn't like episode 3 as much. I liked the beginning, didn't like the tail end of it. I liked episode 2 pretty much all the way through. But once Tyrone went with Yvette and talked to her auntie, he got this recipe for this bath that he's supposed to get to help him go into kind of a spiritual plane, or within himself, to learn about himself. And that's when this episode started getting weird for me, because the visuals are cool, but the whole thing of them knowing that they already have to know they're connected, but they really beat it home to you, like, you guys are connected, you need to talk to each other. With the whole he was in, where was he? He was in, what was he doing? He was doing, like, he had to keep, no, it was her. Hers was when he kept picking, shooting a gun, getting hung, or something else, and he kept doing the same thing, and it kept getting the same instance. It taught her that she couldn't keep doing the same thing. She had to try something different. For him, it was what was his? That's how bad I didn't like it. I totally forgot what his was. His whole little vision. Oh, he was at the church watching her give dudes a kiss on the head, or no, giving them a pill, and then they would die, being that everybody who goes around her dies, which was weird. But then he also saw her with her father in the boardroom with all these guys, and they were trying to blame it on him, and all she did was run away, and he kind of told her that she can't run away, you need to stay here and help them, blah blah this. So it wasn't that great for me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like that part of the intel of episode 3, but it did bring up this new issue. Oh, I forgot. So the detective found out that dude kind of is lying about him being just robbed, that his belt was unbuckled, so she knows there's more going on. She wants to help Tandy, but then she finds out that Scar, he got the idea. The guy was like, hey, look, clearly he's somebody tried to steal something from him, blah blah. It's an open shut case. Drop the case. And she's like, why? And they're like, just drop it, we've already solved it, duh. So there's some cover up going there. But now that she knows that, she tells Tandy, and Tandy is like, I thought you were gonna help me. And she's like, well, they closed the case, I can't really do anything. So that made her, she came back to try to get this solved, and it just kind of gave her the feeling like, well, what's the point of staying and trying not running away when I do stay and nothing changes? It just doesn't work out. So that's gonna hurt her character a little bit. But like I said before, the Yvette's auntie is she did a 3D print of a statue, and it looks like Tyrone. So I don't know if she understands he has powers, and now she's gonna try to manipulate him. I can't say that word. Manipulate him to use his powers for her benefit, or what for, I'm not sure, but I am very interested to see about that now. But yeah, hit me in the comments let me know what you liked about these 2 episodes. I think I'm gonna do it 2 episodes each time, like 4 and 5 on the reveals, so on and so on. But hit me in the comments, let me know if you know that dude's name Tandy was with. I forgot his name. And also hit me in the comments, let me know what was the best thing you saw in this episode. What did you like the most, and where would you like to see their story go? I'm really interested to see more powers. Like they give you glimpses here and there. I know it's a TV show, they got a small budget, but their powers are cool and it works. It looks good, so I would love to see more of that. As always, guys, appreciate you watching. You can hit me up at Black Geek Cool on Twitter, Black Geek Cool on YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you liked it, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Hit the subscribe button. All right.